today I'm at a very different drag strip. I'm in Chiang Sao, that's maybe like an hour from my house, maybe 60-70 kilometers outside Bangkok city centre, and I'm in the rice fields, and I'm here for farm machinery drag racing and snowmobiles. And that's going to shock you, snowmobiles racing in Thailand. It's pretty crazy. In Thailand they will drag race anything that they can drag, anything that they can do in a straight line, they will drag race. And today it's farm machinery. It's like the little engines on two wheels that you see on the roads going really slowly with a trailer on the back. It's things that go through the fields, cutting the soil. They drag race them, and they build these really crazy machines, really dangerous as well. I'd say they're like modern day Roman chariots. The guy hangs on the back. He has no safety whatsoever. There is no crash helmet in sight today. It's completely mental, it's completely amazing, and it's the only place, I think, in the world where they drag race farm machinery. I am sure the only place in the world that this goes on. And you can just see what I mean here. That is an engine, a Kubota or a Honda on a frame, and it's like a Roman chariot. And you can see the guy has his jeans and his t-shirt on. Some of them do it barefoot. It's just unbelievable. I don't know the rules, I don't know the regulations, but I'm going to show you what's going on. We have these kind of machines. Then they have like bigger things that look like dragsters, like proper dragsters with a farm machine engine in it. It's really crazy. So let's get into it. Let's see this go. So basically on this side, in this paddock, and down here we have the purpose-built racing machines. And then over on the other side, we actually have the machines that work on the farm at the same time. So we have different classes really, from showroom like Group N stock, right up to full-on dragsters. So the first thing I want to show you are dragsters. These are purpose-built racing machines using the farm equipment engines, but these are built just to race in a straight line. If you look at this, we've got CNC machine parts on it. Money has been thrown at this. This exhaust pipe here, again, you can see it's been welded and machined up. You can see the radiator here, and you can see underneath the driver's seat, we've got the diff. This is rear wheel drive. We've got pretty chunky tires going here. Disc brakes. This is the full works. And you see we've got almost a sequential gearbox style. A lot of weight saving going on as well. You can see the meshed floor, and you can see the lightweight pedals and everything going on. That's absolutely amazing. And this one here, you can see he's built it up. Aero going on here as well. And look at the engine, all these machine parts on here. This has been built to get power out of. And then we look at the front end. That is a pure drag front end. We've got an aero efficient nose on it. We just basically got the steering coming down, and the steering rack that is about 15 centimeters going on here. There's no brakes on the front end at all. Big single hub nut. Man, this is just a machine for going racing. This is pretty stock. If you drive around Thailand, you will see this a lot. You'll see an engine on a frame with a couple of wheels hooked up to a bed. On the farms, this is really popular. It's a real cheap, cost-effective way of taking your loads around. This is pretty much how they look, with the engine sitting there on a crude frame and a couple of wheels. Next door we have it modified up for racing. If we look at this, man, this has been completely built up. You see the suspension here, the wishbones. They've got a pedal box down there, and we've got this whole frame, and there's all this going on here, and we've got these wheel arches. and the guys are actually just loading the fuel up right now. The paddock is an absolute hive of activity. There's people working on engines here, they are welding stuff. You can see this guy behind me is welding an exhaust pipe. They are working on engines. This is the paddock, but this paddock has got a straw floor. You've got to be pretty careful that you keep everything clean when you're doing this, or maybe farming equipment, not such a big issue. And if I step over these drag front ends and see the guy here pumping the tires, changing the tire pressures. This is a serious sport in this part of town. When you're at the racetrack, it is not uncommon to suddenly need chassis repairs. These guys have got chassis repairs going on. I am sure this is a Thailand only sport. So I'm going to try and explain this a little bit. We've got this engine, this Kubota engine, which is probably knocking out upwards of 40 horsepower. We've got this straight out pipe coming out here. But I want to explain a little bit here of the driver's cockpit. So basically, normally this engine sits on a frame and the person, the farmer, will walk up and down the field holding this, and he'll be cutting grass, digging ditches or whatever he's using this for, because it's multifunctional. But for racing, they put this frame on here with two back wheels and an area for the guy to stand. It's almost like a chariot, so he's not got to run behind this when he's trying to drag race it. This lifts up, and this is basically his two handles. Here we've got the gear shift, and he's got one gear. So he pulls this from neutral to engage first, and then he's off down the drag strip. This here is the throttle cable. He pulls this bit of wire that looks like it's seen better days, and he pulls that and the power surges. And then I just want to show you the brakes here, because this is the brake, like a brake pedal on a car, but this is basically applying a brake pad which looks like a bit of rubber cut off a tire. He presses that, and that is going to push up and slow him down. I don't think that brake is going to do a lot of slowing, but it may help a little bit. And that's basically the Chariot style cockpit of one of these crazy machines. This is an Earth quarter-mile, and this is the machine going down, watering the track, getting some of the dust off, getting some grip going. And you see he's got 3 tanks here, a couple of hose pipes, and they are wetting the track. They're getting a bit of grip into this dust on a crazy hot, dry day. You were never far from a set of 3 spokes in Thailand, and this machine has got 3-spoke NK wheels on it. Kind of a JDM thing going on here. Just when you've seen everything, we have snowmobile racing. Look at those tracks, they are designed for snow. It's 34 degrees today, it is baking hot. The sun is up there beaming down, and we have a snowmobile gonna race in these conditions. Unbelievable. This is the drag starting area. Have you ever seen anything like that? And the whole track is completely rutted. And you've got bottle tops, you've got fag ends, you've got loads of stones, you've got hay. This is an amazing starting area for a drag race. These engines on a frame, I don't know what you call them, but they really remind me of modern day Roman chariots. Unbelievably dangerous. The guy is hanging there on the frame, he goes off, and as he goes off he squats down get better aero. But the thing is, bouncing around on the rutted track, he's got no safety at all, no helmet. Some of them have got pieces of plastic that they've scotch taped onto their legs as shin guards. That's about it. You can see what I mean here. This guy, he's got a piece of cardboard scotch taped on his legs. So with that run, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm heading back home. I need a shower. The dust has been unbelievable. Now I apologize that I really have no idea what is going on here, but I just wanted to show you the vibe and the sound and the sights of this, because it's something that really no one comes to or no one pays any attention to unless you're in the farming community. You're rusted onto it. Everyone else ignores this stuff. But it's only, like I say, an hour from my house, about 45 kilometers away, Chachansao. That's easy to get to. So wanted to show you this, what was going on, what it's about, as much as I could show you the vibe, show you the atmosphere. I hope you enjoy this video, because I am pretty sure there is nowhere else in the world where they drag race farm machines, and there's nowhere else in the world without snow that drag races snowmobiles.